Avatar. Fire and Ash, the third Avatar film. The first one wasn't a fan of. Second one was probably my favorite from the three, just right off the hop, I'm going to say. And this third one, it was half and half. Visually, of course, it's beautiful and blah, 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 but that's not what interests me about a film. It's got to have more than that. The action's decent. Um, some character development's okay. Some character development is meh. Overall, I think that this third film doesn't really. It's not a rewatch for me. The second film is a rewatch for me because I like that a lot more. Uh, in that one, I like it a lot more because it opened up a lot of kind of like new characters that were introduced in that one and storylines and had an interesting thing. The one character that drives me insane is the military guy, the Miles Quarterich, and I have them on the side there so I get the names right. Um, how and this is going to be spoilers, right? First one, he dies. Second one, he comes back as a Navi that apparently has been resurrected as one, and he's still a bad guy. He had a son, right? And the only thing that's kind of like keeping the humanity side of him, I guess, would be his son. Now they had so much really interesting opportunity for this third film for that dynamic, but I felt like, and I'm not going to spoil what happens in the third one with that, but I felt like it failed to really push that needle, push that storyline. I felt, especially for the Miles character, where it could have been. It was already interesting, kind of with the way it was going with the second film, but I feel that this Miles character has been stretched too far and just has no point anymore, especially in this third one. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. The main character, Jake, the one that goes from in the first one, he's like in the wheelchair and he gets put into the body of a Navi, and then, well, he becomes the Navi, of course. Um, his storyline in the second one is very interesting, family dynamic and everything. In this third one, I don't know. It had a little bit of that, but it also didn't really go forward. That's I think what the third movie's problem is. It doesn't really, for me personally, it doesn't really move a lot forward. Um, and I gotta say, like the climactic ending, it didn't do much for me. The second film, sure, it did, but this third film, a lot of this third film felt kind of the same, you know, record, I guess. Same sort of beats. There were some elements that were new, like the main villain was is actually interesting in this third one. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil the third one here. You'll have to check it out for yourself and give your own opinion on it. But the villain I thought was fine. I was That's one thing about the third film that I like over the second film. I like the villain here in the third one a lot more than in the previous two films. Um, it just was an interesting dynamic, I guess, with this third film and the villain. But I do like how the second one sets up different factions of Navi. I think that's a very interesting thing, and I like kind of want to wish that. I mean, the third film does touch on that, but I felt the second one did it more. But the Jake character, yeah, he's fine, but I felt like he didn't really, much like the Miles character, didn't really move the needle all that much on his dynamic role. So, and then the Zoe, what's the actress's name? Zoe Zan something. She plays the Night Turi character, I believe. Let me just make sure. Zoe Zaldana. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. I like her in all three movies. I mean, in fact, she's probably uh, the strongest character as a whole in all three of these films. She's badass. I've always liked her as an actress. I think she's a really cool action star. My favorite movie of hers is actually called Colombiana. If you have not seen it, go check it out. It's awesome. She plays like an assassin type. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I like her in all three movies. I think she's a standout. Uh, she's gotten better, in my opinion, as the movies have gone along. And she's, to me, she doesn't feel like any kind of annoying character or forced character. You know what I mean? She's like there as a purpose, and I feel that her character actually develops more and more. You know, it's weird. When the main character and the main bad guy, the Miles character, really don't move the needle, in my opinion, with this third film. But it is what it is. I mean, each their own. But overall, the third Avatar movie is a one-time watch for me. It's visually stunning, of course, but I felt like it was just disappointing when I liked the second one a lot more. That's my favorite one in this franchise so far. It definitely the ending of the third film. I don't know. For me, it screams fourth film. But here's the problem with the avatars as a whole. Their climactic endings, they're kind of not as strong as most action adventure films. Personally, I feel, even though the second one was okay or decent, they're not. They don't have like the like I'm satisfied kind of feel by the end. It's just my opinion, of course. And the third one definitely has that. The first one had it, and the third one had it. For me personally, I don't know. As a whole, I think Avatar, the Avatar franchise, Avatar trilogy, whatever you want to call it, right now, it has personally for me. I think it has flaws to make it a perfect series for me personally. The visuals, you can't just have the visuals be the forefront. And these movies are going to make, like Jurassic World movies, they're going to make a lot of money. But I would rather watch Avatar over the Jurassic World movies because I think they've been lame for a while. If I had a choice, I don't know. I just felt the third one was weaker than the second one. It is a watchable film. It's not terrible. Uh, But yeah, it's just I don't know. I expected a little more from it. But I really like the villain in the third one. That's pretty cool. So that's my opinion on it. Go check it out. See what you think of it. And give a like and let me know what you thought of the third movie. Maybe you loved it. Let me know what's your favorite Avatar movie out of all three so far. All right. Peace.